Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Young Sutton and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I would like to show you what you will find in my new book, the Petit Lenormand Traditional Grand Tableau, a new look at the method of distance. Now, my purpose in writing this book was to simplify what so many think is a complicated system, the traditional method of distance, when in reality, I think it's the simplest system there is. It is so clear and straightforward, and it provides you with a clear set of guidelines for tackling the Grand Tableau. When you know exactly what you are looking for in advance, you're less likely to get lost. And once you're familiar with the life area cards, the clusters, and the distance rules for the cards, you'll begin to see any story unfold almost immediately. This is the way I originally learned the Petit Lenormand system and the Grand Tableau, and I moved right into Grand Tableaus almost immediately and never thought of them as difficult. So I think it's well worth it to understand the original way these cards were used. Now, the title of this book could have been The Traditional Grand Tableau Made Easy, or The Method of Distance Simplified, or Method of Distance Grand Tableaus for Dummies. Remember the dummy guides used to be all the rage? Because my intention was to convey this system as clearly and succinctly as possible without sacrificing a thorough understanding. So the book was written as a supplement to my first book, the Petit Lenormand Oracle. Though anyone who's already fluent in the language of the Petit Lenormand will certainly be able to understand the content. So let's just quickly run through the talk, the table of contents. Okay, here we have Chapter 1, what you need to know before you begin. I go through the abbreviations I use in the book. There's a glossary, answers to common questions. Remember, this all pertains to grand tableaus, all right? Choosing your tools, creating a ritual to trigger your intuition, tips for reading for yourself, tips for reading for another. I have a section on timing. Then Chapter 2 goes right into the life area cards, card energies, that's positive, neutral, negative, and the playing card insets. Okay, then Chapter 3 is all about location, location, location. The horizontal interactions, vertical interactions. What about diagonal lines? What information does the position of the seeker's card provide? Determining what's near and what's far, mirroring and knighting. And then, of course, Chapter 4 is all of the individual cards explained, their distance rules and meanings, all of that fun stuff. Chapter 5 goes over the clusters and constellations. Chapter 6 goes through the process, the steps that you take, okay? And then I made sure that there was a worksheet on a single page so that you could, print it out. And then Chapter 7 is the example. There's a grand tableau, and I go through the interpretation of it. Okay? So that's what you will find in here. Now, I recreated, hang on, let me get to it here. I recreated a grand tableau, a method of distance grand tableau that I had laid for a male client, hang on, over a year ago. Can't even remember the exact date, but this is over a year old, so I do have the feedback on it, so I can easily answer your questions. Now, okay, so this was for a male seeker, okay, so 28 is the primary significator here. All right, now the context is that these two, this couple, lived together. All right, now they were preparing to move into a smaller apartment in a neighboring town because they had both been out of work for a while and could no longer afford to stay where they were. Now, the seeker knew that she was not happy about the move and their relationship had become strained. He said she was very distant. They really were not communicating. But he also knew that she could not afford to live on her own and she had no family in this country. So he was wondering about the future of their relationship. Now, this was a 3-month spread, and my question was simply, show me where the relationship between Romeo and Juliet is heading over the next 3 months. For those of you who would like to practice the method of distance after reading the book, okay, please read the book first. It's only a little over 100 pages, so it's not going to take you that long. Go to the worksheet and begin working through this grand tableau, taking notes as you go. Now note that the traditional grand tableau used no houses. That's why I've got the house names covered up here. And it was always a single time frame. It was never a split time frame that you see in past, present, future spreads, all right? So this spread is showing the trajectory of the relationship from the moment I drew the cards over the upcoming 3 months. Now you can then share your findings here or in the Facebook group, Lisa Loves Lenormand Traditional Method of Distance and Beyond, as well as asking any questions as you go. But please read the book before you begin asking questions. Alrighty. Now, the book is already available from the publisher in ebook and PDF formats. I'm including a link in the description box below for the publisher. And if you'd rather wait for the paperback, well, this video will still be available for you to practice with, so no rush. All right, ready? Now go and read the book and then start playing mod. Bye for now.